So today, I'm actually going to show you a project we've been working on. I didn't really want to film it because it was just such a mess and it was awful. And Kelly was doing some and I was doing some. In hindsight, I should have filmed it because it probably would have made a pretty good video, but I didn't, so we're going to do. But first, coffee. Okay, so here's the project. We stripped this entire cabinet of all the paint. I've been sanding it down. You'll see there's still a little bit of what we believe is like a mixture of primer and wallpaper glue. You know, real lovely stuff still in there. Because there's so many little nooks and crannies and we just can't get to all of it. I mean, we could spend hours and hours and hours more on this trying to get it perfect. And at the end of the day, this is just going to hold dishes. So what we decided to do is that we're going to paint the back and then we're going to leave the shelves wood, and then we're going to stain them. So it's going to be this really nice two-tone kind of color. So today, you'll see it, there's these deep grooves, right, like that, and they don't look very good when you paint them, like that. So I'm going through and filling in every single groove, and then once that's done, I'm going to sand it all down and paint it. After spending literally hours on this piece of furniture, sanding it, getting it ready for this point, you have no concept of how much it pains me to put anything on this. If it didn't look so gross, I would leave this totally raw and just put it down with some oil, but fact is, it just doesn't look that good. So I'm gonna try to make it look a little bit nicer. Well, after going through almost the entire tin of this stuff, it's finally done. So here's what it looks like. Ugly now, but will look better shortly. What I'm going to try to do now is sand the top course, which should be dry by now, and then start painting. I'm hoping that it'll be, kind of drying as I go, but I may need to stop and do another project. But we'll see. I'll give it some time to dry. Looks good.
I know, right? I love this shade of white. I'm really glad we chose this one.
Yeah, me too. Did you do the top, or was that from my first coat? Okay. So I won't touch the top. I don't.
I want our whole kitchen, new kitchen and old kitchen, to be inspired by this photo.
That's actually what gave me the idea, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, white and wood.
White and wood.
White and dark wood, specifically.
Yes.
Looks really good together.
Yes, it does.
run down the ladder to fill up the paint. I'm only bringing up this lid's worth of paint at a time, or stain at a time. But the fact of the matter is, I am a klutz. It's 2 in the morning. And this, it just spells Drew dropped an entire can of stain on the kitchen floor a couple days before company arrives. Not gonna do that. Take it nice and slow. It was very satisfying to finally feel how silken I was able to get the wood before I put the stain on. Even Kelly was just, when she was taping this for me, wow, this is really smooth. Like, oh, that's what 5 hours of sanding will do. It'll really smooth out the bumps. I feel like if I showed you all of it, if I showed you any of the raw footage that I shoot for this, you're like, enough's enough, right? Just shut up and get the house fixed.
And I know way.
Alright, so this one is done. It is ready to be stocked. It turned out amazing. I mean, I can't believe the turnaround on this. It took a really long time. This was one of the most time-consuming projects. We had to scrape it and strip it and grind it down and sand it down. And I mean, you just can't imagine the sheer, like, we would start in the morning thinking we're going to get, you know, halfway done and barely scratch the surface because there were so many layers of crud to get off, and every surface had paint on it or contact paper or wallpaper or something, and then just filling all the voids because of the shiplap they used in the back so that the paint would look nice. And I mean, it just, I'm really thrilled with how this turned out. The satin finish looks really nice. It's not glossy, it's just kind of like a flat finish, but it feels really nice. And it's kind of a nice contrast with the doors. I really like that. Everything just turned out really well. I could not be happier with this project. I think it turned out exactly as I was envisioning it. Kelly gets all the credit for really taking this on in the first place and stripping the paint and the wallpaper. And I mean, she spent a lot of hours on an attic while I was working on other stuff trying to get this taken care of, and it's good to finally close the book on it. So anyway, that's that, and I'm gonna go fill it up with our stuff.